Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
To say last year changed the trajectory of Sam Darnold's career feels a little bit like an understatement, doesn't it, Mike? I mean, the year he had in Minnesota alongside head coach Kevin O'Connell by far was the best year of his career, and it's a big reason why Seattle paid him what they did to come in, replace Geno Smith as the starting quarterback. So now the question is, years ago under Kyle Shanahan, 1 year under Kevin O'Connell, can he now bring that to Seattle and have that same level of success and take them back to the playoffs? We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll try and run it with Walker. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick 4th down.
No gain on the play.
That's just a great job defensively, Mike. Here's a chance they have to get off the field. They sell out for the run. They know it's coming, and they're able to force a 4th down.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation. Contact right at the catch point. And does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Taking off. He'll try to get there. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3 and out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on 3rd down to convert, and now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They'll go with the sneak, and he's going to have an Eagles first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on fourth down.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn fourth down into a first.
Saquon Barkley. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
3rd and 6.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On third down, it's Hurts. Inside the 10, it is caught, and he's going to be taken down. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
For Eagles, first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive and some points.
And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch him right here. Go, go, go.
Again, Hurts. And he's in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles 7, Seahawks nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Darnold now on 1st and 10. That's to the rookie from Miami, Elijah Arroyo. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
A nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. Moving left, and they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Myers back out there, had the field goal a moment ago, now set to kick this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On play action, Hurts. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter, as they've got it 3rd and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Tight end going in motion here. The throw on 1st down is Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Cooper DeJean on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the bootleg. Here's Darnold. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Throwing on third down is Darnold. He'll try to run for it.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either the ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
The Seahawks are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. The pressure too much, and he goes down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's 3rd down and goal. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. And he's into the end zone. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are on top. It's now 10-7. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd down. Here's Hurts out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, Darnold. A throw on the move is caught. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
And he couldn't get that one to check up, and it'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Here's Burks. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
At the 50-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He's got this one complete to Goddard. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He's got it at about the 8. That'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Third and goal for Hurts. He's got his big tight end. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles are on top. It's 14-10.
Eagles 14, Seahawks 10.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7.
The Seahawks take over first.
The Seahawks offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here's Darnold. That's dropped off for Walker. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's good.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw again is Darnold. Throwing on his back foot, and it's taken in. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. So halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run with Barkley. Barkley's got the first down and more. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
16 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air? And
that is going to be pulled in. He's got it. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are out to a 21-10 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At
The Seahawks offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
To throw is Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. The middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good for a
14
Seahawks
yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First down, Seahawks.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Putting the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Jalen Carter gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. Right, Smith and Jigba has it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 23.
Well, 3rd and 19, no problem. They pick it up on 3rd and long.
1st and 10 at the
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Once again, it's Walker. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Third, they need 8. Darnold to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal.
A 32-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And the Seahawks are able to get it back within a score.
Seahawks 13.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Myers back out there, had the field goal a moment ago, now set to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Hurts. That's to the right side, caught by Scott. And they will finally run him down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Hurts, going to call his own number. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On 2nd down, Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
15 yards. That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments, That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running, and in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead.
Seahawks 13.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run the toss with Walker. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Darnold. He finds Cup along the out route. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Darnold now to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That one swung out wide to Walker. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Man in motion is Smith. On play action, Hurts. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
2nd down throw for Hurts. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Now Hurts. On the move left. He'll try and get there on the ground.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on 3rd down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it. Nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the 1st down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Once again, it's Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
second and 5 at the 13-yard line.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Your tight end motioning left here. They'll run it with the Boston College bruiser, A.J. Dillon. And he's in! A.J. Dillon. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. The bootleg. Here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
Darnold now on first and 10. Shaheed with the catch, and he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 4. Darnold to throw again. He's got it at the 7, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Darnold to the air once more. And that's going to be over everyone. Incomplete. Nothing ever really developed there, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and goal.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he will score! Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Now we'll get a two-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No two-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. And they do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 17
Now Seattle
yards.
going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
10 at the 22-yard line.
This is Barkley. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
14-yard line.
The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 4
And
yards.
3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have
To
left.
go.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll run. It's Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
You're embarrassing us.
So 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3.
At the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll run with Barkley. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles tack on one more to their lead.
The score, Eagles 42, Seahawks 19.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Seattle.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.